الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Hope you're all well. جزاكم الله khairan for attending. This is lesson 10 of 10 lessons. So this is the last um, Arabic lesson. Next week, inshallah, it will be a talk on the importance of khushu in the salah, and then we will do a word-to-word translation of the salah, applying the rules that we've learned in these 10 weeks, inshallah. So I'm hoping you're going to be able to translate and realize that you know some of the meaning of the words or parts of the meanings of the words already through this course, in the hopes that you get better khushu and ready for the month of Ramadan, inshallah. Okay, so we will start, inshallah. Okay, so we start off with the homework. And the homework was write down the full table for the verbs qala and kana. So it was just reproducing the table, and the point of it was so that you get used to it and it helps in the learning. So for qala it's yaqulu, yaquluna. That's singular, that's plural. Third person. Second person is exactly the same as third person except the ya is replaced with the ta. So taqulu, taquluna. And then the last one is alif for I. See the I there? I say, you stick an alif there. So aqulu and naqulu is for we say. So them are the numbers again, just showing you which ones are the most important ones. And then we did the same for kana. And because kana and qala are very similar in that the third letter, the middle letter is an alif in the root word, then it follows a similar pattern. So it's very similar. So yakunu, yakununa. And then for second person, it's just takunu, takununa. And then for I am, me, akunu. And for we, it's nakunu. So you can see these two occur in the Quran most. Allahu A'lam. Right, so that was that. Next thing was to go over the vocabulary, and I think it's mostly root words because root words is what you need, as you'll see today, inshallah. So let's hear the answers now. What's basura mean? Basura yabsuru. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So to see, to perceive, 148 times. That's where you get al-basir from, to perceive. Next one. So al-basir is the all-seeing. So next one, jaza yajzi, like jazakallah khair. We said jazakallah khair, yes. Excellent. To reward, to recompense. May Allah reward you, may Allah recompense you with good. Jazakallah khair. So the ka is when it said to you. Jazaka, right? To a sister, it's really going to be jazakillah khair. To all of you, it's going to be jazakumullahu khairan. So that was the attached pronouns, yeah? May Allah reward him, jazahullah khair. May Allah reward her, jazahallah khair. Okay, so 118. Next one, ja'a yaji'u. Ja'a yaji'u. What does ja'a mean? Excellent, excellent, excellent. Good. To come. 278. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إذا جاء نصر الله والفتح. Right? When comes the help of Allah and the victory. So when comes, to come. حكم يحكم. حكم يحكم. We get Hakim from, we get Hakim from, Hukam. Okay, to judge. Hukam, hakim. Next one. Khalafa yakhlufu. Khalafa yakhlufu. Khalf. Khalfun. Khalifa. Khulafa. Yeah, good. To be behind. The Khalifa came after Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Next one. Razaqa yarzuqu. Razaqa yarzuqu. Rizq. Ar-Razzaq. Excellent. To provide. 1, 2, 3. 123. And the rizq that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us is not just the money in our bank or the money in our pocket. Rizq is this. Rizq is this. Everything that we have is our rizq from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And it's not just money, but it's everything we have. Yeah. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Raja'a yarji'u. Raja'a yarji'u. What does that mean? Raja'a yarji'u. Excellent. Good. Good. So it means to return. 104. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. To Allah we belong and to Him we will return. Raji'un. So it's from there, from raja'a. Next one is rahima yarhamu. Rahima yarhamu. Remember, the first one is the past tense. The second one is the present tense. Tense. So raja'a, he returned. Yarji'u, he returns. Rahima, excellent. Okay. Rahim. Yeah. So to be merciful. Rahimahullah. When somebody's passed away, we may say, Rahimahullah, may Allah have mercy on him. Ra'a yara. Ara'ayta alladhi. Ara'ayta. Okay, to see. Excellent. To see. 328 times. Yeah, all these numbers are adding up to your 40% vocabulary, inshallah. Sadaqa yasduqu. Sadaqa yasduqu. Abu Bakr, Siddiq. Yeah, connected to this. That means ultra truthful. But this one is to be truthful, to speak the truth. 155 times. Sabara yasbiru. We get sabr from sabr. Yeah. Sabrun. Excellent. Means to be patient, steadfast. Shahida yashhadu. Shahida yashhadu. Shahid, shaheed, mashhood, shuhada. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Yeah, ashhadu. Right? To witness. So ashhadu means I bear witness. Nashhadu, we bear witness. Okay? Happy to move on? Okay. Test. Pretty much everybody got, yeah, generally got the right answers in the test. So how can you tell if a verb is weak? So the way we can tell is if the root word contains either an alif, a waw, or a ya. So you can call it weak verb, you can call it irregular verb. Either of the two is fine. So if it has alif or a waw or a ya, then it is weak. And the other way to tell a word a verb is weak is when the second and third root letters are the same, like dalla, dallin, yeah? Dalla, it comes from dalla. Dalla is dad, Dad, lam, lam. Yeah, okay. So weak verb. The problem with weak verbs is they don't slot into the table, the conjugation table. You have to make some adjustment. That's the issue we have with weak verbs. Translate the following. So, taqulu means, so ta is an indication of second person. So you're talking to the person. Taqulu, you say. Yaqulu, he says. Taquluna, you all say. Yaquluna, they all say. Aqulu, I say. Naqulu, we say. Translate the following. Wala aqulu, and not I say. So, and I do not say. Lakum, to you all. Inni, I. Yeah, or indeed I. Malak, am a malak. Malak is an angel. Malaika is plural. So, wala aqulu. This was the main thing here. And I do not say. Wala aqulu. Lakum inni malak. To you, that I am an angel. Okay. Next one. Ataquluna. So the a is a question. Makes it into a question. Ataquluna. Taquluna means you all say. So do you all say? Alallahi, against Allah. Ma la, what not. Ta'lamun, you all have ilm of. You all know. So do you say against Allah what you all do not know? So that present verb came here once and twice. Everybody happy with that? Those who have put, like, for example, 1 or 2 hours in during the week will, inshallah, be seeing the benefits strongly, but stronger compared to the ones who have not put the time in. And I know everybody's busy and has busy schedules. Just the fact that you've come to the end is an amazing achievement. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept it and bless us all. And if you find that you've not been able to put so much time into it, then spend some time in Ramadan. Spend some time, go through the recordings as well. Even after Ramadan, go through the recordings and try to get it in your head. Try to sit it in your head, okay? The more effort you put in, the more, inshallah, you'll see the results. Okay. Lesson 10. Are we happy to commence the last Arabic lesson of this course? Okay. Okay. So future tense verbs, right? We're going to do future tense verbs today. And the good thing to know is there is no new table for future tense. We had a table for past tense. We had a table for present tense. For future tense, we just use an existing table. Okay? So no new table to learn. We just use an existing table. Which existing table? Have a look at this one. So a future tense is expressed by a present verb on its own. The context will tell you if the verb refers to the future. Okay, so what this is basically saying is future tense uses the present tense verb. So those verbs you did last week and the week before, they were present tense, but they are also future tense. So it's the same verb that is used for future as well. The same table. So taquluna, taqulu, it can be used for the future as well. But there is a way to tell when it's the future and when it's the present. So the way you can tell, is 3 ways you can tell. So the first way is when you are talking about something that is obviously in the future. So if I was to say, in Arabic, you say like this, I go to the shop. That's present tense. I go to the shop. That's present tense. If I say, next week, I go to the shop to buy some drinks. So now I've said next week. I've made the context in the future by the sentence itself. Next week, I go to the shop. And I've used I go. But now you know it's the future because I've said it next week. So it's going to automatically change to I will go to the shop. Okay, so I hope you understood that. The context of the sentence will tell you that it's the future. So then that present verb will change into future. So let's look at this example. Okay, it's in the Quran. ثم, then, يجمعكم. يجمعكم, جمع. جمع means to gather. Gather you all. But يجمع means he. So literally that word means he gathers you all. Right? But look at the sentence, إلى يوم القيامة, on the day of judgment. So then he gathers you all on the day of judgment. Now this is talking about future. So it means then he will gather you all on the day of judgment. Like in English, we can use the present continuous for now, or for the future. Right. Okay. So saying it's used in English as well. Right. Does that work all the time? Yes. So, well, if, I mean, generally, so the context is going to tell you the future, but you'll use a present verb, right? So you're not going to use a past tense verb. You'll use a present verb, but the context of the sentence is telling you it's the future. So you're going to translate it as in the future. So you won't say, then he gathers you all. You're going to say, then he will gather you all. All right? Does everybody understand that? That's the first way to tell that a verb is future tense. So the time gives it away. The sentence gives it away. It talks about thingy. Tomorrow I go to the shop is going to be tomorrow I will go to the shop. So you still write I go, but the translation is I will go. Okay? Are we happy with that? The context of the tense sentence will tell you that it's future. Happy with that? Okay, so again, a present tense verb is used for the future as well. The context of the sentence will tell you. If the sentence is talking about something that you're going to do next week, then whatever it's talking about, the verb, it goes into future. Then I will go to the shop. So it saves a lot more than English. So I don't understand that. Okay, but yeah, people have got it, yeah? So that's the first way you do it. The second way is much easier. When the word sofa comes in front of the present verb, it makes it into a future verb. Right? So, ta'lamuna means you all know. But sofa ta'lamuna means you will all know. Or soon you will all know. This like translates as soon. Soon you all know becomes soon you will all know. So when sofa comes in front of a present tense verb, it makes it into future tense. Yeah. So you shall know means it's going to happen. So that's the second way. When a sofa comes in front of a present verb, becomes a future verb. Are we happy with that one? So sofa means soon, soon. So soon you will all know. Yep. And the third way, the final way, is when you get the scene of sofa, imagine it as the scene of sofa, you just get the scene and attach it onto the present verb. So this one, look, ja'ala means to make. Yaj'alu means he makes. And the sa for the future is attached onto it, so it becomes future tense. So he will make. Yeah. Or grant, or in this word, in this sentence, grant. So Allah will grant. So it's the future tense because the sa has attached onto the present verb. So that sa is for future tense. Or sofa coming before the present verb, or the present verb by itself, but the sentence is talking about the future, so you automatically know it's a future tense verb. Yeah. And one thing to note here is this. Sa has the meaning of near future, and sofa has the meaning of far future. Future, in long in the future. Easy way to remember it, sofa is longer than sa. Sofa is longer than sa. So sofa ta'lamu means you will know in the future. Sayaj'alu means near future. Might want to write that down. Yep, got it. Do we have some more got it? Yep, got it. Yup. Okay, good. That's all. That's all for future tense. I don't think we've got another slide. Or we will see an example, inshallah. But that's all it is. So future tense, three ways. Just go back here. Three ways to tell. The first way is when a present tense verb is used. So present tense verbs are used for future. Okay, that's number one. Present tense verbs are used for the future as well. But how can you tell? So the first way you can tell is when the present tense verb is used like this. Yajma'ukum, he gathers you all. But it's the sentence, look, ila yawmil qiyamah, on the day of judgment. So it's talking, the sentence is telling you it's a future tense sentence because it's talking about something that's going to happen. So the translation of that present tense verb becomes, then he will gather you all. He will gather you all on the day of judgment. So that's the first way. When the present tense verb is used by itself, but it's in a sentence, it's in a future sentence. You can tell from the sentence that it's talking about the future. So then this is a present tense, this is a future tense verb. The second way is when you use sofa in front of a present tense verb. So ta'lamuna means you all know. But sofa ta'lamuna means you will all know, or soon you will know. And the third way is when you get the scene, imagine it as the scene of sofa. You just take the scene of sofa off and you just attach it onto the verb. That's also future tense. Sayaj'alullahu, Allah will grant. Ba'da usrin yusra, after hardship ease. And the sa by itself indicates near future, and sofa indicates far future. Happy with that? And we just have an example here. This is the verse that it comes in, or the part of the verse. Okay, so قل, say, Allahu yuhyikum. Allah gives you all life. He gives life to you all. Thumma yumitukum. Then he causes you all to die. Yumitukum, you all. Thumma. So okay, these are present verbs. Present verb and present verb. But look what's coming with this one. Thumma yajma'ukum. Then you would just by itself, you would just think it would mean he gathers you all. But it says ila yawmil qiyamah, on the day of judgment. So it's not he gathers you all on the day of judgment. He will gather you all on the day of judgment. La rayba fihi, about which there is no doubt. ولكن أكثر الناس, but most people, la ya'lamun, they do not have the ilm, they do not know. Yeah, you can maybe nearly translate that as well, because we've done quite a lot of those words there. Yeah. Anybody find that they can nearly translate that and you've not done Arabic before? Anyone? Okay, good. Yeah. Obviously, it takes practice, but I'm just showing you. So this is the future tense, yeah? Okay. And that was the end of future tense, not the end of the class, but the end of future tense. We have done future tense verbs. You just use the present tense table, but these three ways make it into a future tense. Yeah, so yajma'ukum means okay, yes, assemble you all. I've said gather you all, but we'll go with the translation here. Yeah, yajma'ukum, he assembles you all, but because it's the future tense sentence, you're going to translate it as he will assemble you all. Yeah. So if you saw yajma'ukum by itself outside of the Quran, just on a piece of paper, it means he gathers you all. But in the context of a future sentence, it means he will gather you all. Yeah. Okay. And that was the end of future tense. That's it. How easy was that? Just three ways of doing it. Right. So not letting you go yet. So we've got another 1.5 hours left. I want to show you some things that might sort of, will help you, inshallah, um, multiply your vocabulary. I'm going to teach you some templates now, inshallah, a few templates. Okay, so the first one is this, the verb and the doer. So what I want to show you here is, yeah, you just need to remember it, yeah? But obviously you can go over it and go over, and the tests will be there. You can always click on the tests and they're not going to take anything off, inshallah. Everything will be available. The booklet will be downloadable. The tests will be available. You can just, it's sort of a course that somebody can, if they can discipline themselves to sit down and do a recording every week, they can do everything themselves, inshallah. Yeah. Okay, so qatala means he killed, right? Qatala means he killed. Which part is kill in this? The verb qatala means to kill. So the qatala means he killed. It's a root word. So the root word always means he did that verb, whatever that verb means. So qaf, ta, and la makes the root word of to kill. This is past tense. Root verbs are always past tense. Yeah. So you get the root word now. What we want to do is, I just want to show you a pattern. Look, the verb is qatala. The root word is qatala. How do I get from the root word to the one who does that verb? So how do I get from he killed to killer? Because killer is the one who is doing the kill. So how do I transform the root word to make a new word, which means the one who is doing that verb? So somebody's, mashallah, alhamdulillah, mentioned it already. So the pattern I want to show you is this pattern. Okay. It goes through a transformation. What happens? After the first root letter, you get an alif appearing. The second root letter and third root letters stay there. But the second root letter gets a kasra and the third root letter gets a double dhamma or a double ending. In this case, a double dhamma. So qatala becomes qatilun. Qatilun is the one who is doing that verb, killer, right? In English, you put ER on, like sing, singer, talk, talker, play, player, teach, teacher. So in English, you just put ER at the end of the word and it makes it the one who does that verb. In Arabic, you put it into this pattern. Qatala qatilun. So an alif appears there. The second letter gets a kasra and the end letter gets a double dhamma. Can anybody explain to me what that double dhamma means here? What has it does is this now a verb? Has become a noun. Excellent. It's become a noun because the double has appeared, right? So that's the verb because these words in Arabic, they come from root words, which are verbs, but then you change them and then they become nouns. They can become nouns as well, like this one. Qatilun is the one who does that verb. So in this case, qatilun is killer. right? And that double ending shows you it has now become a noun. It's a noun now, right? Yep, single. قاتل is a singular. So let's just see for, have I got another example? So fa'ala means to do. So he did. That's the root word fa'ala. So how are you going to change it into that pattern to make it doer? Excellent. Obviously, I should have maybe put the pattern here, the formula, but the formula is there. This is actually, in Arabic, the word fa'ala is used to show you templates. Yeah, fa'ala fa'ilun. Fa'ilun means the doer, right? So fa'ala, he did. Fa'ilun is the one who does. So just doer. Yep, yep, good. Fa'ilun. Alif appears, a kasra comes on the second one, and a double ending on the third one, showing you now it's a noun. So that's how you convert the root verb into the doer of that verb. And we have more examples. Let me just see what examples we've got here before I give you some more. Okay, so it's called Ismul Fa'il in Arabic. Fa'il. Can you see Fa'il? Doer. That actually means doer. Fa'il means doer. So it's like the noun of the doer. And in English, if this makes sense to you, it's fine. Active participle, that's what it is. It refers to the action of the doer of the action. So it refers to the action and the doer of the action. Mostly it refers to the doer of the action. And it's called active participle in English. If you don't understand that English, no problem. It's just doer of the verb. So let's see what this page is showing. Okay, so we've got some examples here, okay? So just try to just look at the slides and not your notes. So kataba. Kataba means to write. So in a sentence, it means he wrote. So I want to put that through. Look, fa'ala becomes fa'ilun pattern. That's like a machine, okay? You feed fa'ala into the machine, and the machine is a fa'ilun machine, right? And out comes the new word. So kataba represents like fa'ala. Put kataba through this fa'ilun machine. What do you get? Kataba. So the ka represents this one. Good. So the ka represents the fa. So ka, then this alif comes. So ka, that ta is a kasra. Kati, good. And the end one, last root letter, in this case is a ba, gets a double dhamma. Exactly. So you already started typing it before I've given you the answer. So kataba, put it through the fa'ilun machine. It becomes katibun. And katibun means, what does katibun mean? Yeah. Okay. Writer, mostly writer, right? Writing here, the book had written writing as well, so I put that down, but mostly it's the one who does the action. So kataba means to write. Katibun is the one who writes. Right? And it's the same in Urdu. Katib is the one who is the writer of the book. Okay? Let's do, and that word katib, I could find it about 7 times in the Quran. Obviously with software. Next one, dhalama, right? Dhalama means badi, right? The one who did bad, oppressor. So the dhalama means he oppressed. Good. You might have even been called it sometimes by your parents. Okay, don't sound that bad. Right? Good. So put dhalama through the fa'ilun machine. So it becomes, as you all are writing, so it becomes dhalimun. So dhalimun is the one who does that oppression. So it is the oppressor. And so an oppressor. So dhalim is an oppressor. Okay, dhalimun. This is the same in Urdu as well. And it's mun because that's default. Because there's nothing coming before it now. It's not in a sentence. So default is always going to be, even in a sentence, it's going to be double, unless some special words or some special words are coming before it, then it's going to cause the ending to change. Otherwise, ظالمون. 124, right? ظالمين, ظالمون, yeah? That's just plural. ظالمون, ظالمين. Once you've got the noun, you can put it muslimuna, Muslim. Remember that? Yeah, it's the same thing. So, yeah, ظالمون, ظالمين. Next one, alima. Alima means to know. In a sentence, he knew. So how do you change that into the one who knows? Put it through the fa'ilun pattern. Good, good. Yep, yep. So ain there, but there's an alif there. So alimun, alimun. And we know what alim is. We even know what an alim is. What is an alim? We call an alim to a scholar or someone who knows. And that's what it means, a man of knowledge, the one who knows. So alima means to know. Alimun is the one who knows. So they'll call alim to a scholar even, because alim, he knows. Allama, yeah. Ulama. Are we happy with that one? Good. So we might already know some of these words already. We know dhalim, yeah. We may already know dhalim. We might already know alim. But this is where it comes from. It comes from the root word put through the fa'ilun machine. Goes through the fa'ilun machine imprint and it comes out with alimun. Zalama goes in and becomes zalimun. Kataba goes in and becomes katibun. So the pattern you need to know is fa'ilun makes it the doer of the verb. The fa'ilun pattern. And there's like this, there's lots of patterns in Arabic. Different patterns that once you know the root word and you know what the pattern does, you convert the root word to the pattern, you've got a new meaning, got a new word. So that's how you can double and, like, or multiply your vocabulary now, inshallah. Last one, I think. Yeah. Kafara. Kafara means he disbelieved. Root word. How are we going to change it to disbeliever? Good. Yeah. You want the doer now of this verb, so you put it through the fa'ilun machine and it becomes kafirun. Kafirun is the one who does the disbelief. So disbeliever. Disbeliever. Let's see if anybody knows. Can anybody think of any more? But where will we get the first? One second, where will we get the first word? Yeah, the first word. Somebody's asking where will we get the first word from? The first word is just a root verb. It's the root word. So kataba means to write. Zalama to, okay? Yeah, to oppress. Alima to know. Kafara to disbelieve. So disbeliever is kafirun. The one who knows is alimun. Okay, sabr, yeah? So what is sabr going to be? Sabara. What is sabara going to be? Sabirun. Sabirun, good, is the one who is patient. Okay, good one, mashallah. Jahala becomes, jahala is to be ignorant, or jahila. So jahilun, exactly. Jahilun is the one who is ignorant. Yeah. Fasaqa means to like be, what do you call it? Like rebel, um, to be bad. So the one who is that, the rebeller, is fasiqun, exactly. So fasiqun, dhakara means to remember. So what is the word for rememberer? The one who remembers. Dhakara means to remember. Good. Dhakir. And that's a personal name as well. Dhakir, like a Nick, for example. Yeah, so dhakirun is the one who remembers. Sadaqa, to speak. So the speaker, sadiqun. Qara'a, qari'un. Good. Sadiqun. Zahidun. Yeah. Ja'ilun, the one who makes. Yep, that's right. Somebody said, it seems I will have to memorize a lot of root words. Not a lot, but obviously, yeah, the more you remember, now you know this pattern. So when you get a root word, you can most likely make the doer out of it. Now, if it's weak, yes, there might be a bit of a issue, right? But most verbs are going to be regular anyway. طلب, yeah? طلب طالب, yeah? Um, there might be a lot more as well. I'm just thinking about any other ones we can think of. Um, رجع, to return. راجع, the returner. Returner. Um, إنا لله وإنا إليه. Look, راجعون, returners. Yeah, returners. راجعون. So these can become plural. كاتبون, ظالمون. Yeah, some can. كاتبون, I remember that one. ظالمون, that becomes plural. كافرون, that becomes plural. Yeah, طهر, طاهر. Jalasa means to sit. Jalisun, exactly. Okay, so I hope you got the picture. Right, are you happy with that template? So that's template number one. Are we happy with that? You know, when you see a word with that pattern in, now you know it's the one who is doing that verb. All you need to know now is what does that verb mean? Yep, khalaqa means he created. And what when you put it through the fa'il machine, what does khalaqa become? He created becomes khalaqa, kha lam qa. Put that through the fa'ilun machine. Excellent. Khalaqa means to create. Khaliqun, creator. Yep. Khaliqun is the creator, the one who creates. Yep. Everybody get that one? We've got a bit of low answers on that one. So khalaqa becomes khaliqun. Khalaqa means to create. Khaliqun is the creator. Khaliqun, one who creates. Shahid, yeah, good. Shahida, to witness. Shahidun is the one who witnesses. Okay, so I think we've got the, yeah, so I think we've got the picture there, right? And we are, do you want to have the break now? Because we've done this pattern. The next pattern might take a bit of time as well. We can have a 5 minute break now. Do you want a 5 minute break now and then we come back and do the next pattern? Okay. So should I do 5 minutes or should I be a bit easy and do seven? If we come back at 8:25, that's about a 7 minute break. Is that right? 8:20, 8:25? Is that good? Yep. Okay, so 8:25, be back. You got about 6 minutes, 7 minutes. Okay. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen wa salatu wa salamu ala Rasulillah. Hope everybody had a break. And let's get on to the next part. So we did this template, the fa'ilun. Just a recap. Like, for example, kafara is the root word. And it means to disbelieve. And kafirun is the one who does that verb. It goes to the fa'ilun pattern. The fa'ilun pattern is the doer of the verb. So kataba katibun, zalama zalimun, alima alimun, kafara kafirun. So we did this, and that's how you determine the doer of the verb. And with weak verbs, you might have a bit of a problem doing it, but it's the same sort of thing going on. So next, I want to show you the template that denotes that the verb has been done, or the verb has been done to it, right? So ظلم means he oppressed. Just before I continue, I just want to, is the sound, can you hear me? Yeah, just want to make sure the sound's fine. I'm not doing anything to the sound. Can you all hear me? Yeah, okay, fine. I thought I might be speaking and okay. So ظلم means he oppressed. It's the root word. It's a verb. And I want to show you a pattern now that will convert the root word into the verb is done to something. It's done to something. So the pattern is this one. You put a meme in front with a fatha. The first root letter gets a sukoon on it. Nothing, you don't pronounce it. Mad, yeah? Meaning there's no vowel on it. It's just got a sukoon on it. Mad. The second root letter gets a dhamma, and a wow appears after that. And the last letter, because it's now become a noun, it becomes a double. So ظلم becomes مظلوم. مظلوم means the one that the ظلم, the oppression is done on. So مظلوم is oppressed, the oppressed people. Is there always a meme in front? Yes. So on the when I show the table, I'll show you the way how we pronounce this pattern. But it's مظلوم. Can you see مظلوم? So the meme appears and a wow appears there and all the characters change like that. So ظلم becomes مظلوم. So مظلوم is the one that ظلم is done on. Yeah. So it's the object of the verb. It's the thing that the verb is done to. So مظلوم is oppressed because it's had the ظلم done on it. So done to. Yeah. So it's the done to pattern that the verb is done to. Right. Show you another example, inshallah. Fa'ala. And fa'ala again is the verb that we use in Arabic to show templates. Fa'ala. Right? So fa'alta, fa'altum, fa'alna. I just did it with kataba, 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 because that's what the book did. And it's quite easy. But really, fa'ala is a pattern that we use to show templates. So I'm going to use fa'ala, inshallah, in the slide. So fa'ala means he did. How are you going to change it into done? Because he's done, he did, and when the he did is done to something, it becomes done. So, exactly, excellent. Good, fantastic. You guys all non-Arabs? Because that was quite a lot. Super. I want to see that many yeses now. Okay, right, good. So, it goes into the same pattern. So, it becomes maf'ulun. So, maf'ulun means done to, right? It's been done to. And maf'ul is the actual pattern we learn. Like fa'il is the doer, maf'ulun is the done pattern. And you stick it into the maf'ulun machine. Right? So fa'ala becomes maf'ulun. A meme comes with a fatha. The first root letter, okay. The first root letter gets a sukoon on it, maf. The second root letter gets a dhamma. And to go with the dhamma, you got a waw. So maf'u, and the last root letter gets a double ending. Maf'ulun. So maf'ulun has now ceased to become a verb and it is actually considered a noun. Ism. It's an ism. It's a noun. Right? Done to. So let me show you again. So it's called ism maf'ul. And in English, passive participle. If that makes sense to you, then use that. It's used for when the verb is done. Right? So let me show you an example now, like the previous one. So fa'ala is the verb. Fa'ala means to do. When we show templates, we show them in using these three letters. Fa'ala, it's just what's done. But the tables, you'll notice fa'ala didn't come, it's kataba. This kataba is what the book that I based this course on used, and it's nice, it's easy, so I just used that. I just copied it, right? So say if a word is maktaba, would it be maktub? Okay, so not maktaba. You have to do it with root words. So maktaba isn't a root word. Yeah, kataba is a root word. So try doing it with kataba. It might even be here as an example. So are there two words? Right, so in this one here, there's three root letters, yeah, in this root word. And this is not a root word anymore. This is now a noun that has been formed from the root word. This is the root word here, okay? So let's have a look at the first one. Kataba, okay, so kataba is there. So kataba, so don't look at your notes, don't look at your booklets because the answers, the slide is all in there complete. Look at this, yeah? So kataba, put kataba through the maf'ulun machine. Kataba through the maf'ulun machine. So a meme appears first. Good. Good. Not katabun. Everybody else is so far okay. No problem. Good. Okay. So let's look. All we got to do is replace. See fa'ala here. Fa'ala. Replace it with kataba. So maktubun. Maktubun. So what do you think maktubun means? Kataba and maktubun is the sort of the done. The done of kataba. Kataba means to write. So what is maktubun exactly? Got it. Yeah. How would you translate maktubun? Yes. Good. Yeah. So fa'ala means to do. Fa'ala means to do. So maf'ul means done. Because the to do has been done on the thing, so it's done. So kataba, as you're rightly saying, maktubun is written. Because the kataba is done, when the writing is done, what do you call that thing? It's written then. It's called written. Yeah. So it's the action being done. So when the action of writing is done, it's written. So maktubun means written. Yeah. Where the writing is done. This is to write. This is written because the verb has been done. So once the verb has been done, it's now written. And that's what this word means. Maktubun means written. Yeah. Let's have another example. Dhalama. We all know what dhalama means. Yeah, buddy. Right? Oppressor. Well, dhalama means he oppressed. So put dhalama in the maf'ulun machine and tell me what it means. Exactly. Good. Yeah, good. So people are saying it means, yeah, good, good, good. Good. Madlumun. Madlumun. So now, what does madlum? You know this maf'ulun pattern? It means that it's used when the verb is done to something. So when dhalama is done, when oppression is done, what do you call it? Good, 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 good. Madlumun. It's an Urdu word as well, and so is maktub. I think it's an Urdu word because Urdu uses the same patterns, right? Oppressed. When dhalama is done on something, that thing is now oppressed. So madlumun means one that is oppressed, one that has had the dhalama done on it, one that has had the dhulm done on it. It's madlum. Yeah. Look at the next one. Alima. So alima means to know. In a sentence, it means he knew, right? So put that in the maf'ulun machine, and it'll be a word that you've maybe heard before and you use as well, but you've never known that there's a pattern in Arabic like that as well. Fantastic. So it becomes ma'lumun. Yeah, look at this one. Put it in the maf'ulun machine. Becomes ma'lumun. So tell me now what ma'lumun means. Ma'lumun. Alima means to know. Ma'lumun, not knower. The knower would be alimun. Alimun. The previous pattern we did. Fa'ilun pattern. Good. Getting there? Yes, correct. Okay, you can transliterate it. Just okay. Yeah. Good. Okay, so you're getting it. Known. Because the alima is the to know, the knowledge is done on something. So that thing now becomes, it means known. So ma'lum means known. Right? I'm having the alima, it's having the alima done on it. So it's become known now. Not new, because new will be he knew, and that will be alima, he knew. But this is now the alima is done, so it's a noun now. So it's known. The alima has been done on something, so that thing now is known. Yeah, knew is past, that's right. And knew, he knew, that's a verb. This is now, it's a noun, uh, it's an ism, which is a noun in Arabic. Yeah. Not knowledgeable, because knowledgeable is more like knowledgeable one, that would be alimun. Right, but ma'loom is known, it just means known. And that's the way you connect it, that the knowledge has been done to it, so it's now known. Let's say, for example, you don't know how to read Salah, but then the knowledge is given to you how to read Salah, so now it's known, it's ma'loom now, like that. Yeah, some may be a bit tricky to sort of, okay, you put in the knowledge, you put in the verb on that, and it's how does it mean known? But you just have to remember, ma'loom means known, and it's a word that we use in Urdu as well. Ma'loom, madloom as well. Let's see the next one. Shahida. Shahida, we've done Shahida. Shahida is to witness. Yeah, he witnessed. It's the verb to witness. So stick Shahida into the maf'ulun pattern. Maf'ulun pattern. Good. Written in Arabic. Yep, good. Yep, good, good. Okay, yep, yep. Right. So Shahida becomes mashhudun. What do you think mashhudun means? It's something that's had the Shahida done on it. Good. Yep. Okay. So witnessed. Witness, the one who witnesses, that's going to be shahidun. The one who witnesses, witness, like that. The one who witnesses, that's going to be the doer of the verb. Shahidun. The previous pattern we did, fa'ilun. Yeah, shahidun is the one who does the verb. He's the witness. But mashhud is the one that the shahida is done on. It's the thing that shahida is done on. So it's when shahida has been applied. So it becomes witnessed. So mashhudun means witnessed. Yeah. So how would you make a sentence with all three? So shahida, so shahida becomes the one who witnesses is shahidun, and the thing that is witnessed is mashhudun. Yes, shahida means to witness. That's right. Yeah. So he witnessed, and mashhud is witnessed. Yeah. Karaha means to dislike. Karaha means to dislike. Put karaha through this pattern, maf'ulun pattern. Karaha. Karaha means to dislike. Not karihun. Karihun is the one, the disliker. Karihun is disliker. Good. Put karaha through the, nearly said it. Put karaha through the maf'ul pattern. Makruhun. Yeah, makruhun. What does makruh mean? Even if you don't know Arabic, disliked, isn't it? Right? So karaha to dislike. Makruhun is the thing that is disliked. Right? It's had the karaha done on it. It's had the dislike happening on it. So it's become makruh, disliked. Yeah. Let me think of another one. Um, um, Just trying to think of some other ones that we are sort of used to using in our normal sentences. Makruh, jabara. Jabara is like to, what is it now? Jabara is like to force, compel. Jabara. So how do you put jabara into the maf'ulun pattern? Majboor. A majboor is the one that is compelled, isn't it? You're having the jabara done on you and you now become majboor, you've become compelled. Yeah. Khalaqa. Put khalaqa through this machine. Khalaqa into the maf'ulun machine. Khalaqa into the maf'ulun machine. Makhluqun. And what is makhluqun? The thing that has had the khalaqa done on it. So think of it like that. So khalaqa is to create. So the thing that has been created is makhluqun. So makhluqun means creation. So makhluqun means creation, not created. Created is khalaqa, he created. But makhluqun is like when the khalaqa has been done to something, so that thing now is makhluqun, it's creation. Yeah. So makhluq, um, mansur, yeah, majboor. La'ana is to curse. Mal'un is the one that is cursed. Yeah, the cursed, or not the one that is cursed, or mal'un, cursed. Yeah, cursed, like that. Yeah. So be happy with that template. So the first template was fa'ilun template. The second one is maf'ulun template. Are we happy with maf'ulun template? مظلوم معلوم مكروه مجبور ملعون um, مشهود um, yeah, you can put all root words, and we can put like majority of root words in this pattern. Right, but it doesn't mean every root word that you put into that pattern, it makes a word that is used in Arabic. Some might not be used, right? But that's just generally the thing. Put it into that pattern, it makes it the sort of the one that that verb has been done on. Yeah. Like marzuq, marzuq. Razaqa means to provide. Marzuq means provided. The one that has the razaqa done on him, right? Marzuq. Is marzuq a word that is used in Arabic regularly? I don't know. Marzuq. I don't think it comes in the Quran, but it may do. But I'm just giving an example. Right? Are we happy with that? So with your root words, you could try putting those root words in these and see if you can get the meanings. Yep. So I do understand this one. Right. Okay. So can we move on to the next one? There's only one more. I think there's only one more example I'm going to show you. Right. But it's got a few different patterns. But I just want to sort of introduce you to it. Yeah, these are the ones I want you to remember mainly are these two, fa'ilun and maf'ulun patterns. So you get zalimun, fasiqun, kafirun, ja'ilun, khaliqun, the one who does the verb. And then you have this one, maktubun, mazlumun, mal'unun, ma'lumun, makruhun, the one that the verb is done to. Yeah, okay, marzuqun isn't mentioned in the Quran. Is it a word that is used generally by Arabs? Allah Alam, but there may be some words that you can put into the template, but they're not actually used. Right, but anyway, okay. Let me see if I've got, okay, I've put some numbers in here. Right, so I could find that one once in the Quran, this one once in the Quran, this one 13 times, and this one 3. So that's the pattern. If you know what the root word means, then you'll know, and you see the pattern, you see that root word in that pattern, you should be able to have a go at translating that word and never seen it before. So that's the good thing while with learning root words and learn patterns, you'll be able to translate words that you've never seen before. I remember someone asked me about a word, and it's like a bit of a complex pattern, level 3 pattern. And he asked me, what does this word mean? And I said, I've never heard of that, never seen that word before, but I know the root words are this, and that means that. So, and I know what this pattern does. This pattern does that to the word. So I sort of just gave him a rough answer, said, I think this is what it means, and I was right, and I was like, well happy, right? So if you learn the patterns, what the pattern does, and you know a root word, you might be able to translate words you've never seen before. Yeah, right. Happy to move to the next one. See, no new table, just two templates we've learnt today, yeah? Fa'ilun and maf'ulun pattern. Happy to move on? Obviously, have to go away and learn them, but yeah. Okay, good. Oh, okay. So I'm wrong. Only two patterns, no third pattern. That third pattern is I've got mixed up with level two. That third pattern is in level two. You know what? You want to know what it is? You have to do level two, right? The recording is on the playlist, and inshallah in the future I'll do level two as well. So we just have the fa'ilun pattern and the maf'ulun pattern, and that's it. We're on to the verses. So let's go through the verses. Okay, so let's see if you can translate. Rabbana. What's Rabbana mean? Rabbana. Rabbana. Over here, what part of it is translating Rabbana? Okay, good. Our Lord. Over here, our sustainer. So I'll just keep with what that is. Our sustainer, but yeah, Rabbana, our Lord. Right? Our Lord. Where's the our in there? Where's the our in Rabbana? Where is the our in there? Our. Good. Excellent. So Rabbana, our Lord. The na is the our. Rabbana, our Lord. Innaka. Inna is two words. Like inna is one word and ka is another. Inna means verily or indeed. And ka means, what does ka mean? Good. You. So indeed you. So our Lord, indeed you. Look at this one. Here we go. Fa'ilun pattern. Fa'ilun pattern. Yeah, okay, that's not a double. That's because something else is going on. Right? That's made it into single, but it's got that same pattern. It's the jami'un. Fa'ilun pattern. Jami'un. So it's the doer of jama'a. So what is jama'a? Jama'a means to gather. So jami'u is gatherer. Right? The gatherer as well. Right. So Jami'un Nasi. So the gatherer of the people. Yeah. So Rabbana, our Lord, indeed you, Jami'un Nasi, gatherer, the gatherer of the people. Right. So the gatherer of people translated here, maybe because just making it into a nice way of saying it in English. Liyawmin, about a day. So on the day, on a day, la rayba fih, there is no doubt fihi. Fi means in and he means it. So, you know, on the day, on a day, la rayba fihi, there is no doubt, about which there is no doubt in it, fihi. Okay, so the main thing I want to show here is jami'un. Jami'u means the doer of jama'a. And jama'a means to gather. So jami' is the one who gathers, gatherer. Are we happy with that? Okay, so just two patterns, not teaching the third pattern. The third pattern is level two. And you get more than three patterns in level two. Next one, ذَلِكَ. What does ذَلِكَ mean? ذَلِكَ. That. Okay, that is, or that. يَوْمٌ. So now the is will come out. That is a day. Right? So ذَلِكَ يَوْمٌ, a day. مَجْمُوعٌ. Okay? Look, it's the same word, jama'a. 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 But now it's gone through the maf'ul pattern. Maf'ul pattern. So majmu'un, if jama'a means together, what does majmu'un mean? Majmu'un. Yes, correct. Gathered. Because the jama' has been done like to something, so that something is now gathered. Yeah, it's being gathered because the jama' has been done to it. So when you get a whole lot of coins, they're all spread out. When you do jama'a on them, you're gathering them up. Once it's all gathered up, what do you call it? Gathered. It's gathered now, yeah, because it's had the gathering done on it. Yeah. So that is a day, majmu'un, gathered, lahun nasu, yeah, for it, the people, right? So that is a day when the people will be gathered, yeah, like gathered for it or to it, people. So the people will be gathered that day. وَذَلِكَ, and that, yeah, yawmun is a day, mashhudun. Again, the maf'ulun pattern is here as well. Maf'ulun, mashhudun. So what's mashhudun mean? What does mashhudun mean? Witnessed, because the shahida is done to it. So it's now become witnessed. Okay, so it's coming, they're coming in the Quran, these patterns are coming. Next one. وَإِذْ قَالَ, and behold, قَالَ, he said, رَبُّكَ, who said? Your Lord said. Rabbuka, your Lord. So, and behold, your Lord, he said. Okay. Are you with that so far? Okay. So, and behold, some translations may say, and when, right? And behold, قَالَ رَبُّكَ, he said, your Lord said. لِلْمَلَائِكَةِ. So, malaikati is angels. And the li, what does the li do? Translate as for, but over here is to. Even if you understood it as for, and your Lord said for the angels, you'll understand it, it's like going to mean to. You can have a guess anyway. You can have a general idea what it's meaning. So, وَإِذْ قَالَ رَبُّكَ, and when, and behold, your Lord said, لِلْمَلَائِكَةِ, to the angels, inni, what's inni mean? Okay, over here it's just translated as I. In some translations it may say, surely I, or indeed I. Ja'ilun. Ja'ilun. What's ja'ilun? Ja'ala means to make. Ja'ilun is the fa'ilun pattern. Ja'ilun literally means maker. Yeah. Now, why did Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say ja'ilun, which is a noun, and not aj'alu, which means I make, right? And that's coming into, you know, balagha. Why did Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala use that word and not this word? Yeah. And that's not something we cover in level 3 anyway. Right? It's over my head. Right. But sometimes I think sometimes nouns, not, I'm not saying here, but sometimes nouns are used to make it a strong verb, meaning to strengthen the verb, right? I'm not saying what is used in here because I don't have the knowledge, right? But ja'ilun, maker, yeah? Fil ardi, in the earth. Khalifa. Khalifa means two meanings. Khalifa, one of the meanings is, Khalifa is one, it's like a creation that is going to have generations. They're going to have children, they're going to grow up, then they're going to die, then they're going to have children, they're going to have children. That's what one of the meanings of Khalifa is. And the other meaning of Khalifa is someone who like establishes the laws of Allah on the earth. Khalifa. Right? So, and behold, your Lord said to the angels, I am going to make in the earth Khalifa. Happy with that? even if you translate that as maker, you know what the sentence is saying, yeah? So we are Khalifa, meaning we're not the Khalifa of Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, but yeah, we are this Khalifa creation. So we have a duty to spread Islam because we are Khalifa. We have a duty to like spread Islam, implement Islam. But the Khalifa, for the exact definition, but it's like someone who represents, I think someone who represents Allah's law on the earth. I think that's that meaning. Just forgot the exact sort of meaning of it. Right? This one, قل. So qulillahu is like qul Allahu, but it's joined. So qulillahu. Qul means, what does qul mean? Qul huwa Allahu ahad. What does qul mean? Say Allah. So say Allah khaliqu. Look, khaliqu. Now sometimes you see the alif, that fa'ilun pattern, but this one doesn't have an alif. It just has a little alif there. Can you see a little alif? It has a little alif not attached. It's doing the same thing though. In Urdu, in the Indo-Pak way, you call that a kari zabar. You call it a standing up fatha. Yeah, it's called standing up fatha, but it's got the same job as an alif. Just two counts. So khaliqu is the fa'ilun pattern, right? So say Allah khaliqu is the creator. Yeah, creator, the one who does khalaqa. Khaliqun is the one who does khalaqa. So say Allah is the creator. Kulli shay means everything. Kulli shay means everything. Kulli, every, shay, thing. Kulli shay, everything. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, we don't really like just looking at the word Khalifa, it means, yeah, it's like has an implication of respect the law and we teach it. We're representing it. We're representing. So here, everybody happy with this one? Qulillahu, say Allah, Khaliqu is the creator. Kulli shay, of everything. So are we happy with Khaliqu? Right, excellent. And this is, okay, so look at this one here. It's interesting. Khaliqu, it becomes Khaliqu in this one. Now that may mean because that's a computer generated one, right? It might be because that's computer font, so it's actually put it like that. But the actual script, Uthmani script, might be like this. I need to just do a bit of checking on that. Because sometimes, yeah, in some um, Arabic fonts, computerized fonts, it may be as a result of that. But the scripts are both Uthmani script. They're both Uthmani script, but it's just that this is a different font. This is Arabic font, Arab font, and this is Indo-Pak font. Yeah, I need to do a bit of checking on that. In Indo-Pak, not Hindu-Pak. Indo. Um, where do you get the fancy writing from? The fancy writing is from Quran Explorer, QuranExplorer.com. You just any online package, and then you just copy and paste it from there. So QuranExplorer.com or dot, yeah, I don't know. Quran Explorer, type that in Google, inshallah, you'll find it. Okay, so next one. Okay, are you ready? So la, what's la mean? La, lam with an alif. Can you see lam with an alif there? Yeah, two counts, at least two counts. This was longer, obviously. Not the, no. Okay, no. So no ilaha. What is ilah? Ilah means God. They say al-ilah. Allah comes from al-ilah, the God, right? So La ilaha, no God. Try to break this down when you do the dhikr, La ilaha illallah, La ilaha illallah. It's La ilaha, no God, no deity, illa except Allah. La ilaha illallah. Yeah? Okay, so La ilaha, no God. There is no God. Illa, except. Huwa. Remember Huwa? Lesson 3. What was Huwa mean? That's why you have to go and revise, go over. You've got the formulas now, but you will need to go and revise and also revise. The other thing is look at verses and see if you can figure it out and say Huwa. Oh, I remember what Huwa was. Oh, what was it now? Look at the translation, see if you can find it. Yeah, it means that. Or go back to your notes and have a look. And that will be your revision, even in Ramadan. That will be the revision, inshallah. Yeah. So La ilaha, no God. Illa huwa, except him, except he. Look at this one. Alimul ghaibi. Alimu. Now, alimu is the fa'ilun pattern. Alimu. Alima means to know. So what does alimu mean? Alimu. Alim. Knower. Yep, the one who knows. The one who has the knowledge. So alimul ghaibi. Ghaib is, it means unseen. Ghaib means unseen. You might know um, what the sin is ghiba. You know, ghiba is ghiba. Ghiba means, what does ghiba mean, anybody? Ghiba is backbiting. Yeah. Ghiba means backbiting. And when you do ghiba, the person you're talking about is ghaib, meaning ghaib. He's not present. He's unseen, meaning he's not here. He's not here. That's why it's called ghiba, because you're talking bad about him and he's not here to defend himself. So he's ghaib. He's gone from here. He's unseen. You can't see him. Ghaib, that. It's the same word. Yeah. So ghiba is connected to the word ghaib. Ghaib means unseen. And when you're doing ghiba, the person you're talking about is not seen. He's not present. Yeah. He's ghaib. Talking behind his back. Exactly. Right. So alimul ghaibi, the knower of the unseen. Washahadati, and that which is observable. Shahida means witness. So it's like the one that is witnessable. Yeah. Washahada, the one that is observable. Okay. Next one. Wadakhala. What does wadakhala mean? Have we done the verb dakhala? Enter. Did we do it on one of the vocabularies? Yes? No? Getting a yes and a no. 2 yeses. 3 yeses. 4. Okay, so it looks like we've done it. So dakhala means to know. I mean, sorry, dakhala means to enter. All right, to enter. Right, so dakhala. So it's a root word. Wa dakhala. So and he entered. And he entered, because he is in the root word, remember? And he entered jannatahu. Jannah is garden. Jannata, and who, what does who mean? Who means his. So, and he entered his garden. Wahuwa, and huwa, and he. Good. Zalimun. Zalimun. That's the word now. Okay. Zalama becomes zalimun. What does zalimun mean? Literally, oppressor. Oppressor. Right? So, and he entered his garden, and he was an oppressor linafsihi, for what's called to here, to nafs. Nafs is your own self, soul. Yeah? So yourself. So linafsihi, to himself. To his nafs, yeah, to himself. And nafs is like self. Also, nafs is soul, and the soul is part of you. It's you, yourself. Yeah. So, وَدَخَلَ جَنَّتَهُ, and he entered his garden. وَهُوَ ظَالِمٌ لِنَفْسِهِ, and he was an oppressor to himself. So, and while he was being unjust to himself. Yeah, Surah Al-Kahf. Yeah. And it's amazing when you know the verses, what they mean, or even some verses, because then when you read in the Quran, you read in Surah Al-Kahf on Friday, وَدَخَلَ جَنَّتَهُ وَهُوَ ظَالِمٌ لِنَفْسِهِ. You know, oh yes, I've done that verse. I know what's going on. Even if it's just for a split second, it's like, yes, I know what's going on. A point for focus, came. And as you do it more and more, inshallah, you'll get it more and more. Remember, there's just level one. It's just a basic course, but it's giving you the most, the biggest, a big. I'm trying to give it the biggest bang for the buck. Like, teach you the most important things you need to know in the short time that we have. Not gone. That's why we're not going into grammar, because grammar you don't need it initially, and that's why we didn't go into duals and many feminines because it's going to occupy more of your brain. And right now, I just wanted to equip you with the most important things so your brain can just grasp them. Yeah, so that's right. The person has completed that verse or did the next part of that verse. Okay, next one. وَمَا ظَلَمْنَاهُمْ وَمَا ظَلَمْنَاهُم. And وَمَا over here means and not. ظَلَمْنَاهُم. ظَلَمْنَا. So just look at ظَلَمْنَا. What's ظَلَمْنَا mean? ظَلَمْنَا. So ظَلَمَ, it's a root word. What does a na do to the end? It makes it past verb. Yeah? We oppressed. Yeah? ظَلَمْنَا means, remember, that كتب, كتبنا, كتب, كتبوا, كتبت, كتبتم, كتبتي, remember that? كتبت, كتبنا. Yeah? ظَلَمْنَا, we did wrong. So ظَلَمْنَا means we did wrong. We wronged them. Whom is them? Remember whom? So ظَلَمْنَا means we wronged them. And وَمَا means and not we wronged them. So, and we did not wrong them. Okay? So ظَلَمْنَا means we wronged. Hum means them. We wronged them. And wama means not. So, and not we wronged them. In other words, and we did not wrong them. Walakin, in Urdu we say lekin, which means but. Kanu, we just said kanu last week. Kana means to be. Kana means he was. Kanu, they all were. Remember, they all were. They all were. Hum, they, الظالمين. Zalims, basically. Zalim, and the plural is in or un, remember? Like Muslimun, Muslimin. Sadiqeen, Sadiqun, remember? Kafiruna, Kafirina. Just makes it plural. The una and ina make it plural. So zalim is oppressor and zalimina is oppressors. So وَمَا ظَلَمْنَاهُمْ, and we did not wrong them. وَلَكِنْ كَانُوا, but they were the ظالمين, the wrongdoers. Yeah, happy with that? Obviously, I don't expect you to. Obviously, it takes time to sit in, but can you see where it's coming from? Okay, you're Arab. You wrote yes just now. Say no. Say no. Okay, not anything yet. Okay, so next one. Let's do the next one. Al-Hajj. Al-Hajj. What's Al-Hajj? What's Al-Hajj? The Hajj. Good. Ashhur. Ashhur means months. You know, Shahru Ramadan. Shahru Ramadan alladhi unzila fihi al-Quran. It's in the Quran. Shahru Ramadan, month of Ramadan, yeah. Ashhur is the plural, broken plural. Ashhur means months. So al-Hajj, the Hajj months, yeah, is performed in the months or in months ma'loom. Ma'loomat. What's ma'loomat mean? Ma'loom. So ilm. Had the ilm done on it. So becomes known. Ma'loomat means known. So al-Hajj is performed in the months that are known. In the known months. We know al-Hajj happens in which month? Dhul Hijjah. Yeah. Next one. Inna indeed. Quran al-Fajr. The Quran at Fajr time. Kana. It was. Literally meaning. Mashhuda. So shahida means to witness, and mashhudan is witnessed. So kana outside of the Quran, just by itself, literally the word kana, it was, yeah, or he was. Obviously, in this context, it's all inna Quran al-Fajri kana mashhuda. Indeed, the recitation of the Quran at dawn is ever witnessed. Yeah, and let's just see. So look at this one. Alimu. Can you see alimu? On this one, it's kept the little alif there, yeah? And over here, it's kept the little alif there as well in these two fonts. So I've just got to see the other one. I've just got to investigate and see why they're different. Yeah, of course, it's what you brought up with. I'm brought up with this one, so I find this one easier to read. But if you brought up reading this one, then you'll find this one easier to read. Whichever one you've been brought up with, or which one you trained yourself. You might have been brought up with this one, but then you trained yourself on this one, and now this one's easier. Yeah, whichever one is easier, just read on that. I wasn't brought up with either. Oh, I see. Yeah, okay. This one seems clear, it's bolder. Okay, so let's see what's next. That's it. Coming to an end. We're not going to leave you yet. Just because it's the last lesson, I'm not going to leave you yet. You've got to learn these words for next week. Yeah. So let's see what words we have this week. But this, by the way, this is the last vocabulary list of the whole course. Right? So amara umur. Amara means the matter, affair, thing. And that's just the plural. 248 times. Amrun, yeah? Matter. So this is not a root word, it's amrun, this is matter. It's just a word. Next one, tabi'a. Tabi'a means to follow. You get the tabi'een. Who are the tabi'een? The ones who followed the previous generation. And taba tabi'een are the ones who followed those. So tabi'a, tabi'een. Remember it like that if you want. Tabi'een are the followers of the Sahaba, the generation after the Sahaba. And taba tabi'een are the followers after them followers. And tabi'a means to follow, because it followed each generation, right? So tabi'a means to follow. 172. Ba'dun means some. And that's a word in Urdu as well. We say baz, like baz log, right? Baz. It's just an Urdu word as well for the people who understand Urdu. So it's the same word. Ba'dun means some. Da'a yadu'u. Da'a means to call upon someone. It also means dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, supplication. But in the Quran, it's also used to mean just literally call. Yeah? Like call the people to Allah. Da'a ilallah, right? So it's used in um, them two ways. And here we go, invite. Okay, so da'a yadu'u. Da'a yadu'u. 212. Arada yuridu. It's a word in Urdu as well. Arada means when you want to intend to do something, you want. So, arada yuridu. 148. Sa'ala yas'alu. And in Urdu it says su'al. Su'al is question. Sa'ala yas'alu is to ask. Dalla yadillu. Dalla yadillu, the word that we've been doing to demonstrate the weak verb. Dalla yadillu. Yes, irada in Urdu, yes. So dalla yadillu means to go astray. Daleen, remember that, daleen means to go astray, right? Those who went astray. Dalla yadillu. Ta'a yati'u. Ati'u Allah wa ati'u Rasul. Obey Allah and obey the Messenger. Ta'a yati'u. 129. Abada ya'budu. That's where we get Iyaka na'budu from. We worship. Abdullah, worshipper of Allah. Ibadah, we do worship. Yeah? So Abada ya'budu, 275. Aduwun, a'da'un. Just remember, if you're struggling to remember both of them, just remember one. Especially when it comes to a plural. Right? Here, aduwun, fine. A'da'un though is also, it's a plural. So aduwun is enemy, 106. It's like aduwun. It's like just I feel like a fist is coming up now. Aduwun, like sounds like a aduwun, right? And it's an enemy, right? Qatala yaqtulu. If you don't know qatala by now, right? Qatala we've done so many times. Qatala means to kill, right? Qatala yaqtulu means to kill. So he killed, he kills. Next one, if you don't know kataba by now, you're going to be worried, right? So kataba yaktubu. Kataba means to write, to prescribe. And yaktubu is the present tense. 319. Kutiba alaykumus siyamu. Yeah. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu kutiba alaykumus siyamu. All you who believe, kutiba alaykumus siyamu has been written, has been prescribed. Alaykum on you all, siyam. Yeah, fasting. So from kataba. What's happening in kutiba? Why is it? What's changing? Level 3. Right? So I'm sorry. Yeah, sorry. Just when I say level 2 or level 3, I'm just like sort of advertising the course, future course. Level 3 I've got put together yet. Okay, so that's that. Not letting you off on homework as well. So you have to, the lesson 10 is as important as lesson 9. You've got to do all the lessons. But yeah. What are the 3 ways you can tell a word is in the future tense? So the first way is the context of so present verbs are used always, but the context is going to tell you that it's a future tense because it's talking about something that's going to happen tomorrow or something that's going to happen in the future. That's one way to tell. The other way to tell is when sofa comes before a present verb. That makes it into the future tense. And the third way is when sa is prefixed on, is joined onto the present verb. Saya'lamun, sata'lamun, sayaj'alu. Then it makes it into that verb will happen in the future. Determine the ism al-fa'il of kafara. That just means put kafara into the fa'ilun machine. It becomes there. And then write the ism maf'ul pattern for qatala and akala. So akala means to eat, right? So you just put qatala into the maf'ulun pattern. Okay, and same with this one. And this one, putting this into this pattern is a word that is mentioned in Surah Al-Fil, right? It's the last word of Surah Fil. Akala means to eat. So ma'ku, you said it, right? Go have a look and write it down and see what it means. Remember, the maf'ulun pattern has the thing that verb is done to it, okay? And you, inshallah, you figure it out once you look at the surah. Alam tara kayfa fa'ala rabbuka bi ashabil fil. I think it's surah 104. Let me just see quickly. Yeah. Is it surah 104? What surah is surah fil? It is 105. Surah 105. Okay, so your answer to that is the last word in Surah 105, but look at the meaning of it as well. That word means to eat. He ate. Okay, and last one is learn all the words in the vocabulary list. And what else do I have to say? So just before we end, because this is now the ending of the actual Arabic course, next week, you're still tuning in next week. And the thing with next week is you can call family and friends to that. It's like an open one for anybody because it's going to be an independent talk on the khushu of Salah, the importance of khushu in the Salah, and it's going to be a word-to-word translation. Even if somebody hasn't studied Arabic, inshallah, they might be able to learn new things like, oh, okay, that word means that, and they'll figure it out, and it'll be something to wake them up in the Salah, right? So anybody's welcome to come, inshallah, next week, right? So learn the tables. Otherwise, you ain't going to understand nothing, which has got a negative meaning, but you know what I'm saying, right? So learn the tables, learn the templates because they come everywhere. You're not going to know what Rabbana means if you don't know what the Na means, right? Our Lord. That's in the tables, right? So I'll just put that, right? You're not going to, honestly, if you don't know the tables, you're not going to know anything. So make sure you learn the tables, go over them again, learn the vocabulary, go over them again, do the tests, do them again. They're all available. Just click on it. You can click on it. There's one person I've seen them do the test about 5, 6 times. That's good. Because the person got it wrong, went and done the test again. Got not all of them right, went and did the test again until about 5 times, and then they must have got the test right. Maybe after that, all complete. Yeah, do it again. The tests are the same. They don't revolve. They don't change. It's the same tests, right? So just before we end, I want to just go through the translation of this. What is and remember. It may in some translations say and when, but and remember. Yarfa'u. Rafa'a means to raise. Yarfa'u means raising. Okay, raising. Ibrahim. When Ibrahim was raising al-qawa'ida. Qawa'ida is foundations. You know, Arabic qaida. It's the same word, qaida. But what you're doing in the qaida, you're learning the foundations of how to read Arabic. So qaida is foundation and qawa'id is foundations. So when Ibrahim alayhi salam was raising the foundations, min al-bayt, from the house of Allah. Wa Ismailu, and Ismail as well. So when Ibrahim alayhi salam and Ismail alayhi salam were raising the foundations of the house, what were they saying? They were doing a good deed. Yeah, they were doing a good deed. So what were they saying? And this is what we need to do when we do good deeds or when we've done good deeds, because ultimately we're doing deeds for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's pleasure, for Allah's acceptance. We want to be accepted by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, right? What were they saying? They were saying, Rabbana, our Lord, taqabbal, accept. Qabul, you know, qabul, we say qabul. May Allah qabul it, right? Taqabbal, accept. Minna, from us. Innaka, indeed you. Anta, you. As-Sami, are the all-hearing. Al-Alim, the all-knowing. So that's the dua we should read, inshallah. رَبَّنَا تَقَبَّلْ مِنَّا إِنَّكَ أَنْتَ السَّمِيعُ الْعَلِيمُ. Oh, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, accept this course. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, accept this struggling and the striving that we did, and accept the learning and teaching. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive us and accept the deeds. And just lastly, I just want to do this other dua that we read to end like gatherings. Subhanaka, glory be to you. Allahumma, Allahumma means, oh Allah, like Ya Allah. So glory be to you, Subhanaka, glory be to you, Allahumma, oh Allah, wa bihamdika, and you are praised. Yeah, and praise is to you, and I praise you. Ashhadu, I bear witness. Yeah, Shahida, I bear witness. And that La ilaha, no God. Illa anta, illa except anta, you. Astaghfiruka, I seek refuge. Look, ghafara. Ghafara, forgiveness. You know something to do with forgiveness. Astaghfiruka, I seek forgiveness, yours. I seek your forgiveness. Wa atubu, and I turn. Ilayka, ila, to, ka, you. Ilayka, to you. So So how perfect you are, O Allah, and I praise you. I bear witness that none has the right to be worshipped except you. Astaghfiruka, I seek your forgiveness, and I turn to you in repentance. Just before we go, keep a connection with the Quran, read the verses regularly, try to figure out the meaning, then look at the translation and see how accurate you were. The more you do this, the better it's going to get, and then soon you'll be able to start catching what the Imam's saying real time. Um, to make further use of your knowledge, engage in teaching others, and I will provide everybody with a copy of the PowerPoint presentation, the slides that I go through. So you can load them on your laptop and you can start teaching your families. Teach your families, teach your friends, um, teach the world, do online classes, anything, use the slides, they're all usable, nothing is copyrighted, right? So take them, use them, teach them. When you teach it, you're going to have to prepare for the lesson. When you prepare for the lesson, you're going to have to learn the lesson. So it helps learning, right? That's what my learning got better when I started teaching it. Yeah. So the last one, yeah, the last one is a dua that you can say at the end of gatherings. So just before we go, these are the tables. They are sort of they're in your notes. These are the important one here. This one, this one. I've just stated them here. They're in the back of your booklets, and that's all. Jazakumullah khair, and I hope people learned and I hope they enjoyed, and it was excellent sort of being with you and doing the course. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept it from everyone. And if you keep in the Telegram group or the WhatsApp group, then the next time I do a course, which will be in November, around November, inshallah, you will be notified, and then we can go about it again. Could be the same course, it might be level 2. I think it'll be level 1 again. Level 2 is available on YouTube. Go to the chat when this class is on YouTube, go to the playlist and you can see level 2 playlist there. That's all of level 2 with the booklet in it and the tests in each description of each lesson. It's all in there. And yeah, that's it. What can I say? Time to go. So inshallah, we will meet next week. I'm thinking as though it's the last lesson completely. We'll meet next week for one last lesson, and that will be a lesson just on salah and the word-to-word translation, applying what we have learned in these classes. So Jazakumullah khairan. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept it from us all. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make this heavy for us on the day of judgment. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us Jannatul Firdaus with our families and the Muslimin. Jazakumullah khairan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.